still not working? Why is it still not working? For God's sake, hang on a minute. I am going to resolve this now, because I'm getting fed up with this. 1 second. Blah, blah, blah. Right. Let's see. Hang on a minute. That is... That's where it should end. There we are. Hold on a second. 33. There we are. Right. Let's try that again, shall we? Okay, good. Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Live from the Works and to Streaming Wednesdays, where the chat hasn't been done either. So, yeah. This is going swimmingly already. I'm a professional, me. Right, let's refresh the chat. See what we've all got to say of yourself. Welcome, everybody. That's not worked. Why has that not worked? Everything's broken. Oh my God. I hate it. I hate you. I hate you so much. Not you, the viewers, the computer. God, I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. I'm going to have to redo the opening titles. I think that might be a job for after the stream is over. Anyway, right, authorization successful. That will now refresh the chat. And all being well, that should now translate into your words appearing on the screen any minute. No, there we go. Fantastic. Right. First there was nothing, and then there was Streaming Wednesdays. Why? What's happening on Saturday? What's going to be terrible about Saturday? I don't know what's happening on Saturday. I'm going to play trains in the evening. I know that much. Oh dear. Oh no, we're hated. Shall we exterminate that? Technology. Yes. I assume a large number of you have just come from the premiere of Retirement of the Daleks, which I am so proud of. I knew it was going to be a good script because I corpsed my way through the Dalek line recording. I'm gutted I didn't record it because it was so funny. Your birthday's not a terrible day. That's a good day. Birthdays are great. Happy birthday for them. I hope it's not terrible. Anyway, has the new consultant been playing with the titles? Maybe. Oh, little behind the scenes snippet for you, by the way. Speaking of the consultant. The consultant, I didn't realise until after I'd uploaded the video, has disgraced himself. Because if you look at his gun stick, and I turn it that way, you'll see one of his little gun things has come off. I didn't notice that when I was editing it. I only saw it after I'd finished editing and uploading it. So, yeah, Donald had a little bit of an accident at some point in filming. So, yeah, I will fix that with some glue. And there may even be a cheeky reference to that in the next episode. I haven't decided. But anyway, yes. Anyway, so, yeah, Retirement of the Daleks. I'm so pleased with it. I knew it was going to be funny. Friday is the 4th of July. We're expecting chaos over here. Pray for us. Good luck. Oh, dear. Let's see. I've come from the premiere. You should be proud it's so good. Thank you. Yeah, so, yeah, a few good things there. Retirement as a euphemism has been in my head for a long time. I've wanted to do a Donald-centric story for a very long time. So that is that was something I really wanted to do. So yeah, happy days. We got a little glimpse of Donald's past. I saw someone comment that Donald is the first Dalek. Maybe he is. Maybe he isn't. Who knows? He's certainly one of the first. I like to think it's heavily implied he's the very first one, but we don't know for certain. Certainly we know he was there for the genesis of the Daleks. Where he falls in the hierarchy of creation, I don't know. I don't know. You shall draw your own conclusions. So yeah, the retirement as a euphemism for being exterminated for the greater good of the Dalek cause is a joke that's been in my head for a very long time. Because of course that's what the Daleks would do. What else did you expect? Yeah, so that was quite funny. The Dalek consultant role is kind of is an amalgamation of several ideas I had over the years of giving the various members of the cult different titles to play with. I can't say too much about that without potentially spoiling future plot, but I really liked the idea of of Donald having some kind of advisory role, and the idea of Matt stammering his way through preventing Donald's extermination, and just coming up with the idea of, you could be a consultant. Yeah, that's a thing. Was just too funny, coupled with the idea of the Daleks going, all hail the Dalek consultant! All hail the Dalek consultant! As a joke. It was just too funny to pass up on. So, yeah, that's an amalgamation of several ideas into one very silly one. But I think it's good. I'd say Dalek Consultant is better for lore than Dalek Advisor. Yeah, I mean, I always thought that Donald would be good in like an advisory role. But Dalek Advisor just doesn't sound like Dalek Consultant, on the other hand. Oh, that sounds great! And far, far, far too silly to not be used. So, yeah. That's the kind of the tagline of the channel, isn't it? Daleks doing undaleky things. What's more undaleky than being a consultant? So yeah, Donald now has the new title of Dalek Consultant. Good job, man. Good job. Of course, the mid-credit sequence, we've introduced a new character. He's been in the show before. He was in Silent Night briefly with the Paradigm Supreme Dalek. We don't know much about him yet. All we know is that him and the Dalek Supreme have been sort of lurking in the background for quite some time. Their motives may or may not be good. It is suspected they are not. And now Drell has turned up on their doorstep. Who is Drell? What does Drell do? What is his plan? We don't know. But keep an eye on the channel, because infiltration of the Daleks will be coming very soon. I say very soon, at some point in the future. Hopefully not a great long gap. I've got a roadmap in mind for the next year or two. So part of the reason we had a new shiny new title sequence and theme music, which I love, by the way, is because I felt I've kind of gone through the motions of having the theme music for the Cult of Squatchwood aping the theme music of the current Doctor Who title sequence. I love Ncuti Gatwa's theme. I think it's ace. I love it. But given the direction the story's going in, I felt it was a bit too chipper. Weirdly, sticking with Jodie Whittaker's theme would probably reflect the stories better. Yes, so so that's a thing that I made a decision on. I heard the theme music, Temporal Concept it's called, by Cario. I can't pronounce it, but anyway, it's linked in the bottom of the Retirement of the Daleks. I heard that theme. I went, yes, I love it. I've got to use that. So that's why the titles and theme have changed, because it's reflecting a sort of slightly more sinister, slightly more plot-driven angle that the stories are going to go in for a bit. So the roadmap began with Retirement of the Daleks. It's kind of, we've had a look at Donald's backstory a bit. We've learned a bit about him. He's had his own episode now, which is something I've wanted to do for a long time. So big tick. We've introduced Drell, who I'm not going to say much more about. more to come on that. As this new character who has found the Cult of Scratchwood, and what he will do now is, well, he's going to infiltrate. Now, what does that entail? Who knows? We shall see. So, yeah, big tick, retirement of the Daleks done. That's phase 1. Phase 2 is infiltration of the Daleks, which will be where we learn more about Drell. Or will we? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But that's going to be the next sort of fully fleshed out episode. Then we're probably going to do a few mini-sodes over the space of several months. And then, yeah, that's kind of the direction we're going to go in for a bit. What happens after that, you'll have to wait and see. But yes, that's the roadmap. The next episode will be infiltration of the Daleks, and that will be coming hopefully not too far away. 2 or 3, maybe 4 months at the latest, I would hope. It depends when I can get the time to film it, because toddler running around the house is not conducive to manhandling Daleks. But the format of that episode, which I haven't written yet, but it's all mapped out up here. The format of that episode is kind of a bottle episode, so it could all happen down here in one long scene. So yeah, we shall see how that goes. But yes, lots of ideas. Yes, the lines. I'm sorry, I didn't have time to edit what you watched this evening. So, yeah, I've not had time to work on anyone else's stuff either. I'm really sorry. I was still editing Retirement of the Daleks at 1 o'clock in the morning on Monday. So, yeah, that's a thing. But yeah, that's happening. Yeah. What's happening? How old is Donald? Is he as old as the show, or is he older? We don't really know, because you see, the thing is, the concept of retirement is clearly something that has all the Daleks are aware of. So clearly, this isn't a new concept to everyone. They're all very much aware of what retirement entails. So my theory in my head is that Donald is one of the very first Daleks, but because the Daleks do a lot of time travel, and he's been, as we saw in that little montage, heavily involved in adventures involving the Doctor, he's been kind of bounced around the time vortex a bit. So he is, in effect, probably younger than the very first Daleks, if you think about it purely chronologically. From Donald's point of view, rather, he's certainly an older model of Dalek, but he's probably not the oldest Dalek in existence in terms of his personal timeline. But he has got to a point where his parts are starting to wear out a bit, and his organic components aren't efficient anymore. So yeah, that in my head, that's the reason he's kind of where he is not because he is the first Dalek and the oldest Dalek in existence. It's because he's reached sort of the natural retirement age for a Dalek, and that has happened because he's bounced around in time a lot, and has probably seen more of the Dalek Empire in his lifespan than many other Daleks have. So yeah, so back and forth through the time vortex, interfering with stories involving the Doctor, and yeah, all kinds of guff. So yeah, that's my head canon for Donald. Yeah, but yes, I'm really happy with that story. Is the summary there? But yes, make an episode where the Dalek consultant tries to let that could be a funny minisode. I'm not going to lie. The shadowy antagonists, indeed. Yes, the shadowy antagonist. Bring the Dalek Supreme here. Yeah, I need to talk about the Dalek Supreme because I've probably mentioned this before, but he's not really working properly at the moment. So there we are. If we switch him on, turn on here, mate. We've got the full range of left and right head movement. We've got backwards and forwards. And his lights still work, but the eye stalk don't go up and down anymore. It used to go up and down when his head was rotated to his left. It used to go up and down there, but then stopped when it passed about here. Yeah, so the... I'm in two minds, because I can pose the eye stalk, so that's for looking up, and that's fine for sort of talking to other Daleks or what have you. But to try and get the full range of movement back, I'm debating taking him apart to see if I can see what's going on up there. Now to do that, I've seen a video someone shared on how to take these apart. If you get a hairdryer and heat that bit up, this bit of panel comes off, and you do the same on this side, that panel comes off, and then underneath that lot is some screws which lets you unscrew this top bit and lift this panel back. I'm not explaining this wrong, but basically the back half of the Dalek then comes off, and then there's some screws kind of under the head that you can undo, and that will then let you get inside the head gubbins. I can't decide if I'm too scared to attempt it or not, because on the one hand, if I get in there and... Well, three things could happen. One, I could get in there and resolve the eye stalk problem. Happy days. I get a better range of movement from the Dalek again, which is happy days. I've also managed to do a little cheat fix on the arm. There's a little pokey object for ejecting SIM cards from mobile phones just sitting in the ball and socket joint there. Oh, hang on. He says... Now struggling to get that back in. There we are. So I'm kind of, just for filming purposes, just popping the manipulator arm on that so it doesn't flop down like it used to back in the day. You don't really see it, so it doesn't matter. But yes, it just gives me a little bit more of a range of movement in the manipulator arm as well. Can I get that in there again? I've just shown that off. I've taken it out and it's immediately gone back in on itself. Hold on a minute. Let me rotate that upwards. Stick the pin in there. Roll the socket down. And then grab that. And pull in the downwards direction like so. Yeah, there we are. That's got it. Yeah. So yeah, one of three things could happen. One, I can fix it, and then I get his eye stalk moving up and down again. Great. Two, I could get in there, can't fix it, put it back together, no harm done. Or I could get in there and completely knacker the Dalek, which I'm not keen on doing because these are like hen's teeth now. You can't really get them anymore, and when they do come up on eBay, they are either broken or ridiculously expensive, usually both. So I don't want to risk buying a used model and have it be even more broken than this one is currently, and have junked him. So I'm not sure what to do. I would value thoughts on that. Don't risk breaking it. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm leaning at the moment. But I mean, when the first video I saw was taking apart the Voice Interactive Bronze Dalek, and that's literally warmed up and peeled the slats back to get to the screws. There's then a follow-up video that person's done that says, yeah, don't do that, I got that wrong, and apparently you can just take the whole panel off, and it's easier to do on this because of the way this is designed. These two slats here, if you warm this whole panel up, they literally just pop off, and then you can just glue them back on. Leave it be for now. Yeah, I think that's where I'm at, to be honest. Because as I say, it's a little upsetting that I can't get sort of those nice eye stalk raising and lowering scenes on camera anymore. But, oh, hang on, hello. Oh, it's just turned off. I thought I'd broken it. So yeah, but I can sort of get the eye stalk in a posed position to a point by just forcing it up and down. I mean, it's totally broken and not working, so it doesn't really matter if I damage the internal mechanism because it's already broken. So yeah, I can still pose it, and he's still got that range of movement left and right. Just frustrating. But yeah, that angle, you saw it in the video. That angle with the eye stalk raised is fine for sort of looking up at human shots. And then down here is fine for talking to the other Daleks. So I'm not terribly despondent about the whole thing, because I can still use him for filming. But I don't know, it would be nice to have a working Supreme again. He hadn't worked right since he got wet. So, you know, quite frankly, the fact I'm still able to use him as I am is a miracle. So, have I tried some electrical contact cleaner in there, or are you saying it's a mechanical issue? I honestly don't know. And it's difficult to put anything in the mechanism, because it's not even like grinding or anything when I do it. It's just not doing anything, which makes you think the electrical contacts are damaged. Maybe a wire's come loose or something. But yeah, I mean, contact cleaner wouldn't be the worst idea in the world. The trouble is everything is sealed, so you can't just easily pry the top off. You've got to get in the back and unscrew it from sort of underneath, and get in there. And like, if you could take the dome off from the outside and just lift that off and get in, I would totally do that, because I'd be comfortable with that. But yeah, I don't know. I keep psyching myself up. I'm thinking, yeah, do you know what? I can do this. And I've probably got enough skills with electricals, which are very minimal. My dad's the electrical genius, really. But I've probably got enough of a skill set to be able to get in there and fix some things. But, yeah, it's... I don't know. I don't want to break him further, because finding another working Supreme Dalek is going to be a nightmare. He's kind of fallen into the background a bit. I mean, you'll notice in my more recent videos, the Daleks don't really move around that much, just because I'm terrified of breaking them anymore. But yeah, I mean, Monty and Derek still have the full range of head movement. All three Voice Interactive Daleks move around. Replacement Darren works fine. Donald has only ever really been posed anyway, so that's not a problem. And Drell, the newbie, I've tested him thoroughly. He does work, as does the Paradigm Supreme. So, for filming purposes, I'm in a good place right now. Famous last words, indeed. Yeah. Play Tattletale. I'm not going to do that. Yeah. Yeah. I try and avoid putting batteries in the Daleks as much as possible now, to be honest. Yeah. Yeah, Donald used to work, as you saw in Retirement of the Daleks. His whole thing worked fine, so I've got no issues there. The big issue I've got, really, is with the Supreme, which, yeah, just is starting to break ever so slightly. Derek keeps having little fits, which is a bit upsetting, but I suspect that's due to battery issues rather than the model is broken. So, and Monty, knock on wood, is in perfect working order. So, yeah. They're all past their working usable life. They're meant to be toys. Kids are meant to break them within about 10 minutes. So, frankly, the fact that any of them work is a miracle. So, yeah, all good. I'm going to have to retire them at some point. But not for a very long time, I hope. I have more stories to tell. Lots of stories. I've just realised K9's hanging off the window ledge. There you go. Right. Oh, dear. Right. Yeah, anyway. Dalek talk. Happy days. In case you're wondering why Drell is outside your house, I'm the Paradigm Supreme. Send him to the party. Nice. Is there any way you can move the Daleks in the editing for an episode? I could do like frame by frame animation, but that is a lot of hassle. And, you know, just posing them and making the lights flash on and off as I do with Donald is probably easier than trying to attempt that. I mean, in that episode, I got away with a lot. Because there's not a lot of movement. The only real movement you see is Derek turning his head and raising the eye stalk to look at me. Which was, you know, that's very minimal, but, you know, it's all you needed, because you can achieve the same thing by cutting away and adding a sound effect, as I did in By a Dalek 2024. 2023, rather, By a Dalek 2023. You know, all of the movement in that short is takes place off screen. So, you know, we sort of see Darren looking at one of the other Daleks, and then cut away, there's the sound of his head moving, and then he's looking at the camera in the next shot. It's not neat, but it works, so, you know, that is always an option. As long as I can make the lights work, it's fine. If the eye light goes, I'm a bit stuffed, but the headlights I can get away with lens flare like I do with Donald. So, and in fact, in Silent Night, Darren, all of Darren's lines are lens flare because I didn't have a working remote control at that time. So he very much had to be sort of posed with the eye stalk, and then I added his lights like I do with Donald's. Donald's is a lot easier because he doesn't have the light up eye stalk, he's just got the little dot. So yeah. I always wonder why Donald stay on as he speaks instead of flash with every syllable as the Genesis Daleks do. Other than it's easier to edit, is there a canon reason? No, it's just easier to edit. When he was talking slowly at the beginning of that episode, I did make a point of sort of doing individual flashes because he's really sad and talking really slowly. But yeah, that's no, there's no canon reason, it's just I am very lazy. And you'll note that the lights in Don's first scenes are a lot smoother than they are in the last scene, where it's literally sort of like on, off, on, off. I would have liked more time to fiddle with that, but as I said, we were getting into the early hours of Monday morning and I had work, so I wanted to get it done and exported, so I watched it through and went, sod it, that will do. It's going to bug me, that, for all eternity. But, yeah, that is the reasoning behind the lights there. Yeah, there's no sort of in-universe reason it does that. It's just I'm very lazy when it comes to editing. because if you watch some of the time lapses where I've done stuff with Donald, editing his speaking parts is a pain, because you literally have to do a lens flare, and then you're adjusting the percentage of the lens flare in for the flashing to make it match what's on screen. So you sort of fade on for line, fade out for line ending, fade on for new line, fade out for new line ending. And if you did that for every single syllable, you would be there for days. And bearing in mind, once you've done that, you've then got to replicate that on a second one, and it has to match it exactly. And it's like, yeah. This is why in some of the shots with Donald, his other indicator light is conveniently out of shot, so I can get away with animating just the one. It's yeah, work smart, not hard. Ace of Riddles didn't even notice. Good, I'm pleased. But yeah, no, it looks okay. It looks okay. Do I really let the Daleks boss me around? They're miniature tanks with guns. Yes, I totally let them boss me around. Except when I don't, for plot reasons. Oh, yeah, anyway. Yeah, I was quite excited by that video. So, as you can tell, because I've spent about half an hour talking about it. Yeah! Happy days. Hello, Liz Brunswick. Nice to see you. Yeah, so I'm glad you all enjoyed that, because I enjoyed making it, and watch this space for the next instalment, because that will be coming some point in the not too distant future. I've got it all mapped out. It's all up here. I will be taking minisode ideas, by the way, so do fling me any thoughts or random ideas you may have, because I do like that. Or Hail the Daleks and the Emperor. Woo! Ooh, right then. Sorry, I'm a bit wired today. I don't know why. I'm exhausted. Life just keeps getting difficult. Can you or the Daleks sing or wish me happy birthday, because I hate living in the dark? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Giratina. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. There you go. I said an idea for a minisode earlier. Yes, you did. The Donald doing taxes thing. I quite like that. Just silly things you might like to see different members of the cult do. Because I've got some ideas in my head that would work for minisodes, but I want to do a few. Once I've got Infiltration of the Daleks done out there, I want the next few episodes to be really little snippets of life in the cult, because we're gonna see it's stuff that's not got necessarily an overarching plot, but it's just like little amusing scenes for the kind of like I did at Christmas. I had a few Christmassy ideas, but rather than do them all in one episode, I broke them up into little mini stories. So we had the Dalek Express with Darren trying to convince me to turn the model railway into an electric fence. The Christmas beverages of the Daleks, which is Monty tries to make eggnog and fails miserably. And After This Message, which was basically a very short version of the Christmas advert videos from a few years back. Just doing the one advert, because I was really uninspired by the Christmas adverts last year, but that one, I watched that ad and I immediately thought, that could conceivably be the Doctor, if you looked at it from a certain point of view. So yeah, that genuine idea was just, I have to put Donald and Darren in front of the telly and make them comment on this. So yes. Mini-sode idea. Darren and Donald explaining Dalek rants. One is me, because I never got an appearance in Big Finish. I'm the Dalek Supreme of Supremes. A rare moment of Nigel being nice. Yeah. Monty decides to watch television, and the Great British Bake Off just happens to be the first thing he sees. He's instantly addicted and decides to try a few recipes. I love that. How about more of Darren and Donald watching Christmas ads? Yeah, I probably, if I am inspired by this year's Christmas adverts, because last year's were so uninspiring. They were all dull as dishwater. Yeah, if I'm inspired by the Christmas ads this year, there will definitely be a video on that. Hello, will there be a Dalek Emperor again? Well, you'll have to wait and see. I don't know. Monty and the Supreme become roommates and the Supreme is losing his mind. Nice. Monty babysitting. Donald annoying Darren with unwanted consultation. Derek exterminates computer hackers. Nice. I've always been firm on the fact that I don't want to put Jacob in any videos. I've banned everyone in my family from putting photos of him on Facebook because I don't. He's my world, and I don't want his likeness to be owned by a soulless corporation. Certainly not yet, because he's just this pure innocent little thing, and there'll be time for all that when he's older. I just want to shield him from it for a bit. But when he's a little bit older, if he's maybe sort of learns a bit about what Daddy does in his spare time and decides he'd maybe be cool with doing a little bit of that, I'm not against the idea of him being in a video when he's old enough to make that informed decision for himself. I'm not going to, pressure him into doing it when he can't make informed choices, because that just feels unkind. I did think about, when he was very young, doing a little snippet of the Daleks just sort of looking in the cot, because I thought I could do that while Jacob's not in the house. Sorry, Karen, I didn't mean for that to go off on a rant. It is a good idea. The sort of preamble I did there was basically me sort of explaining why Jacob hasn't been in the videos. But I'm not against the idea of a babysitting episode. I had an idea of maybe we could just hear a baby crying and just see the Daleks looking in the cot, trying to calm him down, maybe like singing lullabies and stuff, and it just gets worse and worse and worse. But yeah, I don't know, maybe that's something we could do for a mini-sode. That might be fun. But it would purely be stock footage of baby crying and Daleks losing their minds. Because, it's I don't hate the idea, but I'm not gonna press gang Jacob as a toddler into doing Dalek videos. I shall send information on my Dalek Supreme through the Pathweb. Nice. Right, we've been chatting for nearly an hour about Daleks, and that's not what we're here for. So, shall we glue some things? I think that would be a good idea. Let me grab the station building. I've forgotten where we got up to with this. That's quite hefty, actually. I picked that up. That's heavier than I expected. It's still quite light. You can still toss it about the place, but absolutely, his appearance online, YouTube especially, should be his decision, and the weight of him being out there for everyone to see is not to be taken lightly. I think the clever workarounds work. Thank you. Like I said, I've banned family members from putting photos on Facebook, because the only photo of him that's appeared online was on my Twitter and Facebook, where I dropped the bombshell that he was there, and it was literally a photo of him holding my finger. because I took that photo to send to my mum. I just thought, yeah, that's the one. That's how I announce this. So his little hand holding my finger is preserved on social media, but that's it. That's it. And then there is a little snippet of him in Live from the Works at the beginning, but I don't draw attention to it in the video description or anything. So he's just snuggled up as a little bundle. You can't really see anything. Yeah, because it's been 46 minutes now, and we're starting to do what the stream was for. Yes. Yeah. It says in the video description, anything can happen. Sometimes that anything is absolutely nothing. Do you like my new clock, by the way? That was a Father's Day gift. It's a working clock, but it's a tin that had Jaffa cakes in it. And I liked that, so I thought I'm going to stick that up in the studio for as long as it will stay on the wall. It's yeah, I like it. It's yeah, it's just a neat little background thing that I don't hate. Anyway, right. Should we have some music on? Wait a minute. Right, that's the wrong one. There we go. Nice. Just firing up the tablet. Oh, God, the tablets had a software update at some point. It's like, oh, welcome to your new UI. It's like, no, shut up, go away. I don't care. I don't care. I really don't care. Go away. You have to go through all the tutorials again. This is ridiculous. You're all set up. Home. Perfect. Good God. Right, here we go. Audio. Spotify. Right. Where's my Live from the Works playlist? Come on, where are you? There we go. Live from the Works. Nice. Scroll down to some of the later ones. Here we are. Screw Love, please return Frisbee. There we go. Nice. There we are. About there. Perfect. Oh dear. Anyway, right, let's get the builder's yard out. I'll whack the microphone up a bit so you can all continue to hear what I am saying. Right, where's the instructions gone? Here they are. Right. There we are. Okay. Come on, behave. There we are. Right. Sleep without you. Oh, close up camera. Hang on a minute. There we are. Nice. Ta-da! We're finally doing what the title of the stream is. Has Jacob ever been down in the studio? He came down once or twice, just to have a little look round. But he's not really come down since. Yeah, that when he was a little bit older, I brought him down once or twice, but I just have a little look. There we are. There we are. Right. Right, we've done the toilet building. Roof section. Start with building a roof. Oh, we've done the roof. Done that bit. Canopy roof. Fit the 2 grey lower roof units first. Hang on a minute. Get the bits out. Yeah. Canopy roof top sections, there we are. Okay. Work this out. So okay, yeah, I think I know what I'm doing. Right. Cutting tool. Cut out the roof sections. Ah, no, sorry, that's the printed pieces. We want the... Right, yes. We need to fit these first. That's what we're doing. Okay. Hold on. Is there another... No, there's not. Interesting. We will need that in a minute, though. These are the pieces we need now. Yeah, right. Does Donald offer consultation on building kits? Not since I told him not to. I feel like based on what we know of the characters, the Daleks would be even worse at these than I am, so... That's one bit, and another bit. Nice, okay. So according to my instruction manual here, this bit goes on first. It's there. That does not quite work, does it? Why does that not work? Not quite want to sit flush, does it? Alright, we'll keep persevering. Okay. So go out. Same on this side. There we go. Thanks. Probably need to think about fitting this bay window as well. There we are. Done. It's glued in. Canopy. Well, base of canopy anyway. A little bit glue on the edge there, just hold those two end bits together. Nice. That's looking alright, isn't it? Happy with that. Okay, I'm spotting a problem. There's a window I've missed at the back. Right, now. So what I'm thinking is we cut an incision in the floor is. Oh, God damn it. Darn it. Okay. Ah, solved. Right, now I've just got to glue this bit back. I am so bad at this. I don't think there's a single one of these kits I've done where I haven't had to pull the finished result apart to fix something. Never mind. Now I've done that, I've just realised the window's bent. Sod it, it's at the back, I'm not going to worry too much. Or am I? That's better. That's alright, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Looks alright, doesn't it? Cool. Right, next. Canopy roof. Done. Touch the 4 sections starting with the longest front roof, followed by the 2 end units, then the rear roof. Okay. Right. Next to me for one side. And the rear piece. Nice. One station canopy. I like it. You can cover the joints on the corners of the canopy using grey. Well, that lasted a while. Clock just fell off the wall. Oh well, never mind. That is really rather annoying. Never mind. Oh well. Let's see. Bum, 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 bum. Oh well, never mind. Trying to think of what somewhere else I could put this. Sit up there maybe. Not easily. What about over here? That might be better. No. No. Might just stick it at the back of one of these. I could put it behind the TARDISes. Yeah, let's do that. No, maybe not. Doesn't work either. Oh well, never mind. Tell you what, sit over here with the radio. It's only a silly little gift, it don't really matter. Never mind. Right. Sit there with the Supreme Dalek, why not? Do it for now. Ah, annoying. Never mind. Okay. This wall has gone soft again. Interesting. That's literally peeling off, isn't it? Interesting. Oh well. I knew the wall was knackered anyway, it doesn't matter. Bah! Never mind. Alright then. Really any spare room to put it. It can balance up there. Yeah, that'll do. It can sit up there. No biggie. Right. Nice. Or is it? Oh, I don't know. Ah, hang on a minute. No. Don't like that either. I have better things to be doing with my time than this, admittedly, but still. Sod it, it's going to go in a drawer because it's annoying me. Dum diddy dum. Okay, not in that drawer either. Oh, I give up. This is silly. Hang on a minute. Is there? No. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's got my lights in and such. I've forgotten about all those. None of these are looking particularly attractive options. Annoying. Annoying, annoying, annoying. I appreciate this is really boring, everybody. Sorry about this. Right, hang on. Move some Daleks around. Yeah, screw it, that works. I've ended up putting just there behind those Daleks. So I'm getting fed up. Oh, there we are. So if we put you there, and then you can go either side of it. And now it looks like a little feature. Boom! Done! Problem solved. Right then. What time is it even? It's now 23 minutes past. Right. There. Perfect. Oh dear. The sound effects are good though, that. What, just lots of huffing and going nope. Oh, I don't know. Never mind. This is the content you come to me for. Dearie me. Oh dear. Mataf Productions. High quality content since 2006. Anyway, the building's looking nice. Oh dear. God dear. I don't know. What is the matter with me? Oh, right. Do you think you might be on the autistic spectrum, Matt? No, we'll give you that idea. of the building from the platform side. Nice. Right, brackets and edging and such are somewhere here, presumably. Ridge tiles and stuff here. Building capping stone strip. Chimneys. Building A, capping stone strip. Building C. Okay. Happy with where this bay window's ended up. So I'm going to try doing that again. I don't know who this is, but I don't think this is Screw Love, so we're going to skip it. That's better, I'm more happy with that now. It's meant to sit flush with the floor, not with the roof. That's better. Right. It's more of a generic fixture. I think it's similar to the buildings you might find on the Severn Valley Railway. Hence the title of this video. For anyone who remembers Oh Dr. Beeching. Right, now then. Finished with that bit, I can go in the builder's yard. Right, underneath the canopy, turn building over, stand on work surface. Done. On the grey card, Item number 7. There are 2 tiny pieces of card shaped like this. Yep. Fold in half, fixed to underside carrying against building a gable wall. Oh, I see where this is going. Yeah, fit it on against. Yeah, I get it. Cool. Okay.
Jump up higher, heights to your side, what's happening now? There are nights when I just feel like life is hit the ground. Hey, we're living the dream, a joyride, we paint the town. There's things about you that are beautiful. Don't come the time when I am MIA. Just tell my mother that I joined the club. Hey, we're living a dream that you're right.
Okay, that's done. Fit the brackets next. Okay. Now I can't find the brackets in here. I know I've seen them. I'm not sure where they've ended up. Ah. Here they are. These are the bits we're talking about. A little
Don't lose your soul. There's things about you that are beautiful. There'll come a time when I am MIA. Just tell my mother.
Shortest canopy supports at the rear of the building. Yes, that is okay.
There's things about you that are beautiful. There'll come a time when I am MIA. Just tell my mother that I joined the club. Picture out of the bed, towel to the head, laughing at the fact that all my ex-girls' flowers were dead. Rather be on top of the mountain instead, thinking I'm sexy until she flashes that pout and I'm dead. So she let my heart was out swatch.
If I sort of angle that that way a bit, you can see. There you go. Nice. One of these is a little bit damaged, but I'm not going to panic too much about that. Right.
Temporary, but I am not. Shackle her ankle to the bedpost of an iron lock. Sight, but I like a lot. Cause she takes baby steps, and I take dragon hawks. Trying not to shut down or close windows like Microsoft. Send me pictures of your smile when I'm kinda lost. Send me pictures of your till my eyes are crossed. I feel like we don't have a say in where we end up. Till we end up being the it couple when everyone's against us. Hold it against us.
Yeah.
Take a picture, develop it, hang it on your wall so it can make you sicker. I hate to stay and bicker. I'd rather see the kiss walking around like we were punch drunk and straight tequila hits. Staring at you in your sleep like I'm a stalker. Discussing baby names like we just had a daughter. Putting my last coin into the jukebox so I could say, what would you like to play? Out the penis that I sex with. Jet me off with both hands like my girl was ambidextrous. Solitaire playing Tetris to interrupt the game. I tell her to find the exit, but she utters my name and it's headed cute. And I just failed to execute and let her loose. And I got abused, but we just had that make-up sex to get us through. I hate the fact I'm growing old with you. Thought I was over you. Now rest your head upon my shoulder again. This song I wrote for you. Supposed to be a fling, but now it's everything I know. See your face everywhere, spending with everything I own. Thought I liked being alone, but I like being at home with you. Here's the key of your own.
Oh, hey, it's that time I read the news. Oh, 7 of you still here. I admire your dedication. I've just realised the chat viewer isn't working, so we'll try that again. There we are. Oh, no, 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 don't fall over. Come back. There. There we go. Four to go. Nice. Ah, da, 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 da. One left. No, no, come back there. canopy edging. Oh, this is Sir Jordan. Ah, he's one of Screw's friends, and Screw did some stuff on his album. That's why it's on the playlist. Are you going to paint the windows a burgundy red? That would look old, little oldie worldy. I wasn't planning to paint anything. It's a thought though. Start with the two end pieces. Got it. But I'll always be around. You down. Done. finally, the long front one. I'm not very happy with that, are you? Hang on a minute. Let's see what we can do here. Not break this, Matthew. You've only got one of these. There. Voila! I like that. Right, what's next? And do I have time to finish it this evening? Capping stones and things. This is quite fiddly actually. Yeah, I feel like this is a finish off another night jobby, but that is an almost finished building, and I really like it. I think that looks adorable. Oh, I'm so chuffed with that. So we get some glue behind that. One sec. I'm really happy with that. It looks so good. Oh man, it's going to look great on the layout. Ah, right, here we are. Right, let's tidy some of this away. We'll still need all of this a bit later, I think, so we'll hang on to it all. There we are. If we hadn't talked for so long, we probably would have finished that tonight, but never mind. Oh, not to worry. No biggie. Right. There we are. Chimneys need doing. I need to put the capping stones on just to cover up the bits of cardboard on the roof here. But I'm really happy with that. All told, I think it looks great. Yeah, I mean, the window on the back is admittedly slightly wonky, but I don't think anyone will know the difference. I'm going to chuck that on the layout, I think. There we are. Right, now if I grab my phone, flick to the camera. Dun, 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 dun. Come on. Big screen connect. There we are. Nice. And then if we open up Cam. Yep. And then phone cam on and voila! One station building. Oh man, it looks so good! I'm so happy! Oh, this looks amazing. It's coming together, it's coming together. Once I've got the building done, I can start thinking about the walls for the back end of the platform. And once I've got those built, I can put my signs in, and then that's the station done. So yeah, I'm a happy bunny, all told. That's really great. Shall we run the train now? Oh, I figure I'll drop you first, and then we'll run the train round. How about that? Good idea? Yeah. If I make out it's part of the plan, it's not a failure. So there we go. Nice. Oh man, looks so good! The layout's coming together. I've got some wire fencing to put around the edge of the track. I'm going to do that at some point. I've got some more brick wall that I'm going to put around the back of these houses. Put some little gardens in. Got some roads to put down. I don't know how good they'll look, but we'll give it a go. And yeah, it's all looking very nice. There is a DeLorean in between the pub and the cinema box there. A little traction engine there, and a little TARDIS in the corner. And of course the church, you've all seen the church before, and the engine shed, which, oh hang on, I've lost my little magnet. Where's that gone? Hold on a second. Somewhere around here I've got a little Hornby McGuffin that I use to turn the shed light on and off, but it's not here. There it is, there we go. Right, so I've got the engine shed here, and inside that don't want to work anymore. Ah, there we go. Sorted. Put it in there, you can see got a couple of little engines, 1400, little Iver tender engine. That's nice. These windows have lifted up. I need to re-glue those. Oh well. Job for another time. Anyway, it's coming together. Coming together really nicely, in fact. Do-ee-oo, dun-la-dun, 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 ee-oo. Ah, that's enough of that. Anyway, thank you to all four of you who are still here. I hope you enjoyed this. It was daft. And those are my favourite ones, the daft ones. The chat's gone again. Shall we? Is it worth refreshing it? Yeah, why not? See what we can do. Get rid of the sparkling water. Or fade out screw. There we go. No, that doesn't want to work. I don't know why that doesn't want to work, but it doesn't want to work. The technology always breaks. It hates me. I think that must be what it is. If I change that, and then it will make me log in. Dum-dee-dee-dum. There we are. Pick that one. Pick that one. I'm literally doing this for the last few seconds of the stream, but sod it. There we go. Boom. There we are. Nice. And then moment of truth. That should then appear. And bam! Beautiful. Lovely. Right. Thanks for coming, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this. I don't think there's going to be a stream next week because I'm on a site visit in Derbyshire to go and learn about signalling around some quarries. So that will be fun. But yeah, I'm not sure what time I'll be back, so I'm probably not going to do a stream. But in the event I'm back in plenty of time and not completely exhausted, I might do one. So assume there isn't going to be one, but check around like 7:45 and see if videos popped up, if you can be bothered. Yeah. Next time we do a live from the works, we'll finish that off and start having to think about platform walls and things. But that's all from me. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a fantastic week, everybody, and if I don't see you next week, have a fantastic week after that, and I'll see you all again very, very soon. And once again, thanks for all the love for Retirement of the Daleks. I'm really proud of that. Good night, everybody. Take care. Much love. See you soon. Bye.